So hi guys, yes, it's so much excitement happening here. We're standing here at the magnificent Afri-Ski Resort, as you can see. It's been quite a big journey for so many teams. You know, for everybody it's been a big travel. The South African teams travelled in yesterday. It was a very long journey for them. There was a lot of, I think, nervous energy. They were tired. I think it was like for everybody a celebration of their finally here. And I think once that buses went up that big path, they really realized what's happening. This is the kingdom in the sky. This is a massive race coming ahead. So yeah, I think reality is kicking in, you know, it's going to happen.
In a race of about 400 or 500 kilometers, we have 20 checkpoints, and I think that is the trick behind making it, you know, so varied and open for the teams, that we don't have many checkpoints. So you have sometimes 30-40 kilometers before you get the next one. This opened up many route choices, and the teams then really have to think about how do they get the checkpoints. And that, I think, the less checkpoints we have, the more the teams should enjoy it, but the navigation definitely ups the level.
This is an iconic part of Africa. It's remote, it's tough. I think the teams are going to be in for a massive surprise out there. I think there's a lot of people underestimate this country, and I think it's going to be a proper adventure, a proper expedition.
I've literally not heard of the country before 2 weeks ago, so that makes it a bit more interesting. I guess climate-wise, it seems fairly similar to home. I mean, much higher altitude-wise, and we're struggling a bit this morning just to move around.
There are a few more mountains than we have in Denmark. I think our highest point in Denmark is 160 meters. So being here at 3,000 meters is kind of a difference. And I think the altitude is what we've been talking about a lot. And then the weather. It's been hard planning for what kind of weather we're going to see. But actually the temperature right now is somewhat what we have in Denmark. Maybe hope for some bit warmer weather in Africa, but
It's been 2.5 years since we did a big expedition race. So looking forward to being able to get out there and, you know, go through the highs and lows that you do, and go into those dark places and come out on the other side. I think that's what we're looking forward to. And yeah, after 2.5 years, it's going to be nice to be out doing long races again.
Everybody's got a story, and I don't think there's one person at this race who hasn't, you know, experienced something over the last 2 years. And this is our adventure racing bubble. And we're all going into this world where we are so different from different countries and everything, but here we are one family. This is the 10th edition of Expedition Africa. A lot of emotion rolling here. Yeah, we are still standing. It's a miracle. And for everybody, I say who's here, they're the lucky ones. I think when everybody arrived, you know, all the hugs and kisses, everybody said they don't actually mind about what's coming for the race. They're just so happy to be here.
Our prayers were heard. We have a sunny start. That's all we asked for. Whatever happens from here, well, we'll see. Yeah, the excitement is real. Seeing all the flags, the branding, the people, the sponsors. I'd say a bit of pressure too, to get a good start for the team. But at least we've got a fun activity for the start, and yeah, the donkey ride should be good. We've got lots of expertise here from deep in the mountains. Our team member Disema is owner of many horses and donkeys, so we believe we've got what it takes to to excel.
We will give our best, but you never know here in the mountains and the weather and
with the donkeys
and the orienteering. So we will take one stage at a time and we will see.
So what he gonna do, which is best today? He gonna carry the cases for the beer. Then we're gonna put the cases on Francis. Then we put in, we have this thing here, we call it, we have tleki in Lesotho, we call it tleki. Then we put tleki before we put the cases. Then we have the rope again. We're gonna tie the rope. We're gonna tie the cases with the ropes. So Francis is gonna carry all the heavy stuffs from what we're gonna put inside the cases, like the bottles with beer.
Yes, we have everybody here. We want to thank everybody for welcoming us. Thank the local people from Lesotho.
Make sure you follow your country flag is with you.
It's flipping amazing to be able to embark and have a go at these type of things, because it's not given away for free. I just went through 11 maps just on this leg. It's just like piece to piece. It takes you 15 minutes just to piece the whole thing together. Now we got to go and try and put the whole puzzle piece together. 214 Ks, it's not going to be given away.
It's going to be sticky. I think there's going to be a lot of mud, a lot of walking, a lot of pushing, clogged up wheels, but everyone's got the same conditions, so we'll do the best we can with what we've got. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be a long one.
The second stage was a biking, monster size bike. Usually it's like, I don't know, more than Tour de France do in a road bike, so we had to do it in tough conditions in a mountain bike. And we were not feeling very strong in the beginning, so we went first out, but soon the French team passed us, and they were feeling a bit stronger on the mountains.
We didn't know Lesotho at all, so it's a very good discovering, and we appreciate a lot. Yeah. After the first section we were 4 teams very close, and after we saw only the Estonian team, and it was we knew them on other race, so it was very very interesting to pass them, and then they pass us, and we were progressing like that. And sometimes one team will have a choice and the other another choice, and then we come together. So it was very, very funny.
And yeah, the bike was long and also the issues with the mud because it had been raining in the night, and the mud was just in the right consistency to stick to the tires and make the bike very slow and heavy. From where we come in Estonia, our only option is to ride into headwind to get the mountain in your legs. So yeah, we needed to get used to it a little bit. And yeah, the climbs were really big, and you really struggle sometimes when you don't have power in your legs and you're not happy with how you're moving. And when you climb these big hills, then of course the reward is the views, and that was just jaw-dropping at some places that we visited.
It was kind of tough. We didn't feel very well in the beginning, so Naturex passed us and we just kept going, and then a little bit recovered and catch them, and so felt a bit better, and somewhere maybe in the midnight or something kind of went separate ways, and I don't know where they are at the moment, so we must be pleased that we managed to get here.
The bike leg is very, very long, the most difficult I never do, I think. Very long, a lot of elevation. We push the bike all the time, so so very, very difficult.
Kayaking is like a monotonous thing that you get sleepy if you don't have this activity like the music. So we just kept going. And then we got to the last transition, a little bit cold, and when the morning came, the water was calm and the sun brings the warmth, and that became a very hot day for us. And we started out, swam across the dam, took the first CP, and on the other side we saw that we have at least 1.5 hours advantage over the French.
Tu vois là où il y a les Estoniens là-bas. Voilà, voilà.
Viimane trekk.
It's very different from Europe, where we live. Our lives are very, what do you say, sterile, and everything is already worked out and comfortable. Here, the people in countryside live in very primitive conditions, and their life is simple, and they just survive and maybe don't strive for anything bigger. So, and why should they? Because it's such a beautiful place, and there is beauty in this primitive life.
We came from Semongkong.
Oh, you're from Semongkong? By food?
Yeah.
Ah, guys, you're strong. Hi.
Go, go, go.
Hi, guys. From Semongkong up to here. Hi.
We're mentally getting ready for a very tough last 10 kilometers, because on the map there was no paths. And in the reality, we just before we hit the canyon, we met one local guy with a blanket, and we asked him after-ski and where to find the path. In these races, it's good to ask the local people.
Lesotho is special. I mean, obviously everybody knows it's called the Mountain Kingdom. I mean, these massive mountains, so that obviously changes everything. I mean, there's very few places in the world where you can traverse for up to 6 days, 500-600 kilometers without actually climbing over any fences. It is incredible in that way. So the idea between the legs was we got 3 trekking legs, is to make sure that we have a different look and feel to each of the legs. 3 hiking legs in a canyon, technical, following a main river. The mountain trek, vast open spaces, no any human structures, tricky navigation, and then the last one, the village trek, following basically the village line through the river. So all different, must have a different experience on the teams. And then the mountain bike track, you know, that type of distance over that elevation, taking for the back teams over 2.5 days. And then the kayak leg, although it's on a dam, you got these many little little edges going into, and people going the wrong way in the night. So I think all the legs are very challenging.
This is one of the top teams in the world. Yes. Your race is good. We love your race.
Yeah, I'm cold, I'm hungry, I'm in the mountain, I'm lost.
These guys are heroes. I mean, these are the guys who actually ultimately inspire us. You know, they push through. They show us and everybody at home what, you know, the mind and the human body can do. And I hope our family, the families, the friends, you know, everybody who's looking at this unique event see that it is so hard adventure racing. You know, the weather came in, the conditions, they make mistakes, 4 people need to look after each other. You can't move on if one member is sick or suffering. It's just the ultimate sport. These guys who's coming in today, they've been on their knees. You know, in whatever form, you are really tapping deep into your soul and you're pushing through to get to that finishing line. do you ever explain to anybody else what you have done. So yeah, we just want to rejoice life and rejoice business, and you know, just have all our people having this experience that we're dreaming of. So yeah, be grateful. Thank you so much for everybody coming. Love from Africa.